click when the market clears. All our fears will disappear. Now you go to bed, I'm staying here.
Over the past 6 months, I've become a lot more confident, a lot more dangerous. And that makes this the perfect time to do what I set out to do when I joined this business, and that is be better than the people that brought me to the dance. You see, as a teenager, when I grew up in this business, I met a lot of people I consider brothers now. Mike Orlando, Siler Andrews, Sam Adams, the list goes on, and one day their time will come. But there is one man in particular who I've always looked at and wanted to be better at, and that is Kris Kage. Let me paint you a picture. WXWC4. The GOAT walks through the door. A young Mike Peyton loves the way they walk, loves the way they talk, loves the way how they do business. Kris Kage, Superstar Whiplash, the GOAT. But you see, times have changed. And people have changed. And absolute Kris Kage has certainly changed for the worst. Let me explain. Fight for the Heart. Back in September, I handed Kris Kage a win on a silver platter. And what happened? He fucked it up. And Siler Andrews won that match. That's fine. It happens. What happened after the match, though, is what bugs me. See, the Kris Kage that I knew would have bitch-slapped Siler Andrews and left him laying in a pool of his own blood. But that is not what happened. No. Kris Kage has the audacity to stand there and shake hands with Siler Andrews. And that right there validated my point. That the Kris Kage of yesteryear is no longer here. And now we have this phony Kris Kage pretending to be the absolute. So, I don't want to no longer think I'm better than Kris Kage. I want to know that I'm better than Kris Kage. So I am begging somebody, whether it's Pennsylvania, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, New Hampshire, Maryland, Japan, Canada, it doesn't matter where. Somebody put me in the ring with Kris Kage so I can prove to all these stupid morons who think I'm not worthy of facing Kris Kage. So that I can prove to them that not only am I worthy of facing Kris Kage, I am better than the so-called absolute. But Kage, when someone does make this match, and it will happen, someone will have the balls to do it. Before you leave the house on that day, go to your backyard, go to whatever cemetery you need to go to, and dig up the old Kris Kage. The Kris Kage from WXWC4 that I first laid my eyes on. The Kris Kage that walked into a tag team steel cage match. The Kris Kage that walked into a tag team dog collar match. I want the killer instinct. The real, absolute Kris Kage. I don't want this phony, carbon copy Kris Kage of today. Because Kris, if I get the current, absolute Kris Kage, it's going to be a walk in the park for me. And I don't like walks in the park. So, buddy, brother, they say when you take a shot at the king, you best not miss. Mike Peyton doesn't miss.